uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
What's going on? Salute to the hottest chat in MF and Game, A-Side official. No negotiations needed, period. I was going to do a rag wipe live stream, but I decided to touch on this because if anybody's able to speak on it just briefly, it's me. To put up with. I'm going to be frank with you. In order for marriage to be something that's an enchantment, it have to come with a lot of sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? You have to basically wipe yourself away from all the contaminant freaking social media influences and all the narratives and all the trends that is going out there. You have to find a way to understand what it's about. And we're going to go through the new trend with having these guys come on there with these girls. And a lot of these girls are industry girls. Let's just call it for what it is. Everything is about social media. You know what I'm saying? The best dressed people that's there are the host. They're the best dressed people there, period. Right? And these girls that are there, not all of them are throwaways. And don't be offended if I'm saying throwaways, because women, for guys, they use much more harsher terms for us. This is not to bash any women. Real talk, this is not that. This is just to give you my intellectual perspective based off what I've experienced. And no, I'm not trying to basically pull people in to say this is what you think and this, that. But one thing about what I can say, and I've always put it out there, my observation of the U.S. is quite different because everywhere I went, when I was in a different country, I went out, and I wasn't saying I was in the streets all the time, but I had the opportunity to meet someone there and had a communication. You know what I'm saying? It was more than a pen pal. You know, I was able to visit these foreign countries, man, and see what it was like from the South all the way across the water, and see how these other women were quite different than the ones I grew up with. And that's not knocking anyone down here in the US. It's not. It's not, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not. But the lesson you learn when you go into other countries on how their culture is and how they treat you, not every country is I don't know. Not every country is going to draw you in automatically and have you just want to drop everything and stay over there for the rest of your life. That's not the case. But from where I was from the South, I seen a lot of these cultures quite different from the way I grew up. I didn't grow up in a household where, you know, You wasn't taught how to treat a woman. I grew up in a household where opening the doors, that was supposed to happen. That was automatic. Be a gentleman, that was automatic. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do that for your girl. But it's difficult for us to carry on that tradition when you open the doors for these women today and they don't show any gratitude. Now, I'm going to tell you what I heard in response to that I never heard growing up, but you'll hear it today. And you know what that is? If you correct a woman, especially a sister, for not acknowledging that you provided her a courtesy now, a courtesy, not a service, a courtesy. They said, why do I have to say anything to you to say thank you for something that you supposed to do? And I'm like, oh, we supposed to do this. We supposed to be loving and just kind hearted to open that door for you and expect nothing in return, not a peep, not anything for our courtesy, our etiquette. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all look for in a man, right? You said you want a man that's traditional. You want a king. You know what I'm saying? You want a strong black man. But you know what I told these? You know what I tell them? I say, with me, you're not going to get a strong man just when you want me to be strong. You're going to find out through the door that I don't come into any relationship with a woman trying to dictate the pace like I need to be dominating, nor will I lead you to believe that you're going to dominate me. I will never lead you to believe that. Never. So it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. But I want to go get to the audio, people. I want to get to this audio because it's very, very interesting. Let's get to this audio, man. And shout out to 200 Acres. This is his audio. You know what I'm saying? And his visual. So let me take this down. And let's get down to it.
Okay, so
No pleasure.
I got a question for you. Your first date, where will you take your lady?
We can go somewhere nice, something good to eat. Might feed you. You know, I want to see how you gonna respond, how we connect. Take a good ride, maybe.
See, if you don't know already, this is an older cat. What did he say? He said, go get dinner. Dinner is almost automatic, man. You know, if we vibing and the energy is connecting, we good. Yeah, you know, somewhere to eat is always. Don't believe the hype, y'all. And women, if you listen too, I know for a fact that y'all still like Cheesecake Factory. I know that for a fact. When I go up in Cheesecake Factory, I see so many women in there, and they not complaining. I look at their plate. Their plate is cleaned, and what they didn't eat is in a to-go box. You feel me? And you know what even more? Sometimes I just want to take a fork. When they have that cheesecake there, I just be wanting to put my fork in their cheesecake and just feed it to them and say, yeah, see, you special because you didn't believe the hype that Cheesecake Factory wasn't good enough for you. Hey, I see you, baby. I see you out here. But anyway, this dude right here, he's talking about taking her somewhere to eat and going for a ride just to see where her head at. That's an old head. I got to see where your head at before we even do anything more serious than that. That's an old head. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, bro.
Take a ride on the road, nothing too extravagant. I'm gonna really see where your head at because there's no point of doing too much on the first date because I don't know where your head is at.
He says no need of doing too much on the first date, man. That's a great intro. Great intro. You know what I'm saying? And you see the chick that's sitting up there looking at him in his eyes. He say, I like that. And look at her. You know what I'm saying? Look how her posture is. She's looking. She say, that's what I'm looking for. Forget all them other girls. I'm looking for somebody like that.
Okay.
Deep into
All right, so I'm gonna give you a scenario, right?
you about to get in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You got your wife, and you got.
Now, before we carry over to this next question, you've heard it before. You've heard it before, but just pay attention without malice and to see if he made the right choice. Okay.
Got your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Who's riding in the front seat?
Mother riding the front seat.
Okay.
And here we go.
Oh, that's a pretty trick.
Okay, come walk with me.
Go ahead and walk with her. Why?
Hi.
Hey.
Name, social media.
Okay, it's Jazz, and Jazz Envy is my Instagram.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a model. I work at a doctor's office full time.
Okay,
She said she was a model. She worked at a doctor's office full time. Now, I'm not gonna knock her for a hustle because, you know what I'm saying, I can't see her, you know, directly face to face, full on. But she says she's a model. If I had $1.25 for every time I heard a female down here in the A say they're a model or they going to college, and knowing damn well that that hour of the day you're supposed to be in class, I would be rich. But hey, this is the world of reality, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's saying that she's a model and she works in an office. That's cool. It sounds good. It sounds good. Let's keep it moving.
and why did you throw your flag?
Because if I'm your wife, respectfully, I should be in the front. Your mother can sit in the back because I'm your wife and I'm married. Mommy's gonna come second when you get a wife. That's how I feel.
So these females not understanding, let's just say her, for instance. First of all, look at the way you dress. Okay, you're gonna go away around somebody's mother dressed like that. This day and time is possible. Because for one, the men that's out there be accepting this and allowing it to go down because they act like once they believe that they have someone that's attractive, y'all done had a decent conversation eating a 3-piece of Popeye's chicken and freaking red beans and rice and potatoes, and y'all feel like y'all move closer together or whatever because y'all like the same freaking fast food. That ain't it. She's talking about when we get married. Listen, I've known my mother longer than you. It's not vice versa. I've known mom longer than you. Now, she's talking about marriage. That was just a question. That was just a question. And this is how distorted today is when it comes to relationships. If you got to know us, let's just say this gentleman right here, maybe if you got to know him long enough, and let's just say you all dated for 2 years. Within that 2 years, if you lasted enough to get married, then maybe his mindset would have changed if you was a sweetheart. But it was just a question that was proposed for you all to take it to the next step and potentially go out and enjoy each other's company. That's all that is. That's all that is right there. But, you know, she threw her flag damn near 4 or 5 feet in front of her and say, hey, if we was married, you know, and I'm the wife, your mother getting in the back seat. You're showing me that you're very impulsive. You're very impulsive. You willing to go to war because I have you sitting in the back seat? Like I said before, during the dating process, you can change our mind. For real. You can change our mind. You know, you get to the point and you're in the heart of the mom, you win the mom's heart over. Most of the time, she'll sit in the back anyway. She said, I just chill in the back. I just chill in the back. Because, see, this is not going to be a question with fathers. You know what I'm saying? This won't be a question with fathers. Real talk. They're asking about the guy driving and who's going to sit in the front or back. See, if it was a father and your wife, we would say, I'm getting in the back. I'm getting in the back. I'm chilling. You know how your girl ride them? But they said the mother. See, you never can downplay moms. You know, mom did give birth to the very son that you are throwing your rose, your flag out there to, and saying that no, we get married, we get married. A lot of you girls don't even know what it takes to get married, man. A lot of you women don't know what it takes to get married this day and time. But these reality shows have them overreacting, believing that they have all the answers to make a relationship work.
Okay. Do you have a response to that?
Well, but I think a wife, I don't think necessarily get married because the marriage thing is crazy now. But you know, it is what it is. It's no issue, no issue. But she already gonna know if she with me, she gonna be stamped. So there's gonna be no problems.
Okay.
They gonna take turns. Matter of fact, you could be there when we go to the restaurant, and then mom's be in the back.
Okay. And if she didn't throw the flag, would you still date her?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Okay.
Me, I gotta insert me into this too, because I wouldn't do anything like this to be honest. But I wouldn't date her. She ain't marriage material to me. You know what I'm saying? I have to do the rag wipe with her super quick. Super quick. Blonde hair. I already see the wig going on. You know, she got a half shirt on. Yeah, you're not coming in front of moms dressed like that. At my age, I mean, look, mom might laugh at me. She like, hey, can I talk to you outside, you and her? And she might close the door and go on about her business and lock the deadbolt. For real. You ain't walking up in no church with a female that's dressed like that.
All right, let's go on and walk down and see why she threw the flag. Name
Kayla,
and what's your social media?
Arista K Beauty.
Right off the back. And look, I'm not trying to be anal retentive with this, nor am I trying to be egotistical or narcissistic or misogynistic. You know what I'm saying? You got to cover all the istics, okay, when talking about relationships and just scenario-based lives like this, right? The first thing I see about her, she seems like, you know, as far as her posture, she seems like a kind-hearted, you know what I'm saying? The way she answered and everything. But also she has on a pretty large wig, and you have to pay attention. I'm going to pay attention, and I'm going to tell you to pay attention, fellas, because yeah, you know what I'm saying? They always talk about stuff that's not skin deep. You know what I'm saying? They always talk about things that's not skin deep, but you have to rag wipe them and make sure what's hiding behind everything and the wig is something that you're willing to deal with in maintenance, because as close as you get, you're going to be paying for that. You have to pay attention to that. Don't never let a female tell you, well, if you're going to get with me, you're going to help me with my maintenance. Now, I ain't going to lie. If a female is like that, real talk, it ain't all about the looks for me. Really, it's all about how a person acts and how she handles herself in certain situations. It's not really all that, you know, glamour and glitz. I've had it already. Several times over, I had it. And look, and a lot of those females wanted to lock it down. You know what I'm saying? After they sleep on my abs, they want to lock it down. After a brother goddamn put it in, and they want to lock it down. But you know what? I wasn't going to go there. I wasn't there for that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there at the time. Maturity is different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to this though.
And tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a model and I'm currently in school for business.
Okay. Why did you throw your flag?
Cause it seems like you're not really into marriage. You don't believe in marriage.
Now, people, listen to what he's about to say. All right, listeners, listen to what this guy who's 40, at least I think he said 44 years old at the intro.
Marriage can't happen, but it's hard to come by.
So it's not your first.
It's new era. I've never been married, but it's a new era. Everything going on social media. I got about 100.
But you can't really blame him, because if you look at the state of these women these days, I mean, you go through my channel and see it's getting bad out there, King.
Facts.
You feel me? That's why I always say, be safe out there, Kings. You feel me? It's getting bad. Just looking at my channel, you can see I put it out there. But you do have some good women out here. Every woman not bad.
That's true. There's some good women out here. Real talk. I will not sit up here and tell you a single-sided ex parte story that there's no good women out here. Just like you hear these women say there's no good men out here. It is some good women out here. Real talk. And in order for those women to find us, it takes time. It's a process. It takes communication. It takes us, touching on topics that we agree on and disagree on. We gotta venture into them. We both have to interact and talk about these topics. We got to be willing to understand that the sacrifices we're gonna make is not gonna ruin us. Is it something that we can cultivate between one another and grow as a union? That's what we got to think about.
Feel me?
On DMs right now, every female right here probably got 101 dudes in the DM, and we know this, but I ain't got to speak on it.
So if she wants it, then you will do it, but it's not your.
You talking about marriage?
Yeah.
I gotta want it. You not gonna.
Yeah, that's.
The one that's talking right now, she seems like she got a good spirit about her. She's asking a question. She don't sound no type of way. In her heart of hearts, and what I'm gathering, is that she's asking because she see it in her future. She's wondering, if I was to provide my time, because time is valuable. I think about the time that I spent in a marriage and what God blessed me as far as my kids. For the marriage to fall apart, and being that I said to myself I wasn't going to have any kids outside of a marriage. And I didn't have a kid outside of my marriage, But in the reality of it, this woman right here is speaking sense. She say, you would consider it. She's speaking sense. She's putting out there that she's, she's interested. But if you see the one that's in this dress with the knee-high boots, the only place she's going to find a person, and you're going to see later on, is why I'm saying what I'm saying about her overreacting, because she's there hopefully to become the next Cardi B or the next Jocelyn. She want to be all theatrical and everything else so everybody can pay attention to her. That's who you want walking through your door. Knee-high boots, a high-ass dress. Come on, man. Let's get back to it, though. Let her show out, and you're going to see why I said what I said about her.
That's why.
Okay.
So the host is kind of losing control, of this. These girls are being very rambunctious at this point in time. I ain't mean to call them girls, but they acting like girls to me, except the one on the end. The one on the end, look at her. She seems like she's down to earth. She seems like you can have an intellectual conversation, an intimate conversation. It seems like you take her on that drive that you said earlier, that she'll give you the entire GPS coordinates on where she's trying to go in life.
Commitment is everything. So, yeah, marriage, like that kind of commitment is everything. So I wouldn't go for that.
Understandable.
Okay. So if she didn't throw the flag, would you still date her?
And she's an attractive young lady, definitely.
Okay.
She a little quiet.
Yeah.
She gotta speak up just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm very to myself and I'm quiet, but I'm not loud either, but it's just my personality as well.
She the one.
See, I can take someone like that, this quiet demeanor. I love it. I love it. If she's willing to talk and engage in a conversation, I don't care if your tone is quiet. God damn it, that means I got to get close enough up to you to hear what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I got to get closer to hear what you're saying. I got to smell your scent. I have to be close enough to let you know I can look you in the, you know what I'm saying? Just let her know I'm listening, baby. I'm listening. I don't give a damn about no tone. It's the knuckleheads that's over there that's acting the most. That's what they used to say. Oh, you acting like the most. They're the ones acting like the most, and they're gonna be single for life, man. They might as well get that tatted on their chest, man. Single for life.
One that's gonna be in the house, the secret side. You're gonna see the secret side to her. If you don't come in the house at the right time, she gonna go off on you.
Okay. So, your name,
My name is Charmaine.
your social media, and why did you throw your flag?
My social media for my Instagram is @EstaLaRosa. And the reason why I threw the flag is because I do not like that you're at that particular age and you really feel that way about marriage. That is really, I don't like that at all. You don't think that you will ever find anybody ever?
I done found people, but they wouldn't necessarily right for me. And
So
then
Shout out to you, brother. He say she asked him about at your age. You don't see marriage. You never want. He say I found people, but they wasn't right for me. Why is she even asking at your age? Does age mean in your 40s it's time for you to get married? Now, maybe if you're a woman looking to settle down and have kids, the clock is ticking. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's very important. For a man can have a kid in his 40s, 50s. It's all about who he's having a kid with. It's not like we're birthing a kid. For a woman, you have to show concern. You have to say, you know what? I'm looking at your age, and either I don't have any kids or my kids are grown, but I'm feeling you. You know what I'm saying? And the more and more we be around each other and the relationship is picking up and we're vibing, if she's a younger woman, she might want another child just to have that connection between you and her. That's a forever bond right there. You know what I'm saying? When a woman get pregnant, of course, you already heard it. When she has a kid by a man, that's a forever bond. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to take this to the court system. I'm not trying to tell you what happened when you get a baby with a woman and y'all ain't close and y'all, and if you are married, you better hope to God that, you know what I'm saying?
the
Everybody
day,
has flaws.
no,
Is
at the
what
end of
you're
the day,
saying.
my loyalty was you and what I'm gonna treat you. You not even worry about having a ring because you already have a ring. We ain't got to go to courts. We ain't got to put the people in our business. When you fly with me, you gonna be good. We ain't got to talk about all that. When we be in Maldives or somewhere like
I
that,
don't
then you
know,
gonna be
cause I
good.
mean you 43, and I'm pretty
And
sure you came across a whole bunch of
and,
females, and
and you know
nobody
what?
got you to the point like that.
I've been.
It's giving a little jiggle.
I've been there, but I ain't no jiggle. I'm a good man. It's hard to find a good one because they all have
Okay.
flaws. Everybody got flaws.
Okay.
So, give me 1 second. So, if she didn't throw her flag, would you still date her?
Yeah, she's nice looking.
Okay. So, give us your name, social media. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, Tatiana, and my social media is wilder than the wind _ a little bit about myself is I am a model as well. I am a massage therapist. I'm a server. I'm a mother of 2 beautiful little girls, 4 and 5. So I got a lot going on my plate. And why I threw my flag?
Yes.
Because I do want to be married, but with the right person, and we just have to align properly. Like, a part of me doesn't all the way agree with marriage because it's a piece of fucking paper. Who cares about that? But ultimately, if we are partners, we locked in. You should want to marry me, period, and give me whatever the fuck I want. So I want a piece of fucking paper. Who cares about that? But ultimately, if we are partners, we locked in. You should want to marry me, period, and give me whatever the fuck I want. So I want a ring.
So, if she didn't throw her flag, would you still date her?
She attractive. She definitely attractive.
So you would?
Yeah, I would. I would.
Okay.
Ain't no one up here. Everybody up here is nice looking. Definitely.
Okay. All right.
All right, so it looks like we have one flag remaining. So let's see if we got a match here.
Would you date her?
I would.
You would? Okay. So let's see.
Let's
if she'll
see.
date
Let's see.
you.
Let's see.
All right. Give us your name, give us your social media, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Ty. My social media is hot commodity, but you got to put the underscore before the TY because I'm Ty. He seems like a nice person. I like the wigs. I like all of that. But I'm a Cancer. I'm trying to keep my options open. So I'm trying to see who else is coming through the lineup before I make a choice. don't know. So by default, I'm gonna have to throw my flag. But I wanted to get to know some more stuff about him.
Wait, I thought you was holding on to your flag.
Yeah, but it's other people behind him.
I'm the best in the building. I'm the best in the building. You look outside,
I don't know
you
that.
gonna see I'm the best in the building.
He said. Look outside. I'm scared. Wait a minute.
So,
I like to keep my options open, so I gotta see.
so
Maybe
you.
we can link up in the parking lot. I'm not sure yet, but
Oh.
how many more people after this?
Parking lot.
Lord.
You gonna want be with me for the rest of the night. You want to tell everybody else cancel their plans. I'm telling you.
You look confident.
Man, y'all shouldn't even ask that question as females, because a lot of females females, because a lot of females got about 75% shit fake. Excuse my language if I said the wrong thing.
Lord.
But you know, everybody talking, I'm only talking to this one individual lady. Now we got problems with everybody, but everything good. Man, we having fun here. We don't worry about that. We don't worry about fake hair, worry about fake nails, worry about fake feet, fake breasts, fake butt. We all people, right? Just worry about if it's good. That's all you need to worry about. Y'all be worrying about too much.
Okay.
So
Everything good over here.
I love it. a statement when she asked him, does he got contacts on? He said, hey, I ain't even got to answer that when everything, 75% of what y'all wear is fake, bro. That statement right there was gold. The perfect response, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's real confident. I just like how he respond to the situation, you know?
She still got her flag.
Gonna keep that flag.
So is it a match?
It's a match with me. I don't know about her.
Okay.
That she won't keep playing with the flag.
I mean, if you want to
You got
keep
your-
them,
Are you gonna keep it?
I can chase her around the room for the flag.
Your options. It's enough, so you got to throw in your options.
She won't keep the flag because when we
Are you gonna keep your flag?
You want to run around the room?
So how about it?
You want to run around the room? Want to play flag football?
No. How many more people is it?
She wants the options. She wants the options.
Are you gonna keep your flag or no?
Let her have an option. She gonna see what's coming.
Can I, just in case, I'm gonna just be.
It's giving standby.
It's
It's standby.
It's
We're on
intense. It's
standby. I'm
intense.
gonna put them on the back end. Let me
When you
see.
get outside, you gonna know what's
Okay.
going on in the front end.
So
So you're gonna throw the flag?
So are you throwing your flag or are you keeping
Are you
the
throwing it
flag?
or keeping it? Throwing it or keeping it? One or the
What you
other.
gonna do? Had to drop
And
it.
why did
cool.
you throw this
Cool.
flag?
I got love for y'all. It's cool.
Because I threw my flag because I haven't got the opportunity to see what is all
You
available.
need to pick it back up.
I need to see what's all available before I
You
make
need to pick
my
it back
decision.
up then.
All right, she wanna see what's
I
available.
think if I ain't say nothing about marriage or the front seat, y'all can all pick your flags back up.
Wow.
I'm not married, so I'm single.
So
It seems like
Everybody
all
dropped
the
their
ladies,
flag.
they doing their
It's cool. I'm
flags.
not mad.
They just wasn't feeling it, But it was so nice to meet
It's
you.
cool. It's cool. I
You
ain't
know.
mad at you.
hey, don't worry, we're gonna have you back, man. We're gonna find you love.
Yes, we gonna
Appreciate
find
you
you
coming on the
love.
show.
Yeah, I'm looking for love, man. I'm looking for love. One day at a time. I'm gonna look for some real love. I'm gonna find. Pick your flag up. I ain't get to blow my whistle. Blow my whistle.
No.
Lord child.
So that's pretty much. I apologize for it. Wasn't the internet. Real talk. It was something else that I don't want to disclose. But it was my fault. It wasn't the internet. But shout out to the head empress in the building. Mike on deck. Jamal Neasy on deck. Jessica, what's good? So pretty much, it would be good to get the women's point of view, only if they can have a decent conversation, because I'm not gonna stop talking about situations dealing with relationships and the way, what a man and a woman have to do with it, deal with this day and time. I'm not being extremely, ex parte. I am speaking from a man's perspective. But also I'll tell you like this, I am willing to listen to a woman's perspective also. I'm speaking for a man and woman coming out here dating and what the dating scene has transformed, morphed into in 2024. It's just unbelievable. If you look at and listen to the responses that some of them women was given, they're definitely not looking for any type of marriage. If a man was to propose to them right now, it would be more so just a traveling stress of complications, arguments. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't lead to anything productive that you're supposed to be bonding and building up a stronger relationship between one another. It just won't be going on like that. For some of these younger women that's in their 30s, 20s and 30s, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say, the comments that they was given is only because he said that his mother was going to sit in the front seat. If that wouldn't have been the question of all questions, because they know that was going to ruffle some feathers, right? A lot of them women that was standing up, they wouldn't even engaged in the topic. They wouldn't have cared. They wouldn't have cared to pretty much, speak on marriage. Why argue about marriage? And at this point in your life, you're not ready for a committed relationship. You just talking about it just because the camera's rolling and you want to seem like you intellectually involved. No, you have to be, giving your heart into this situation. Not to see how and what somebody's doing for you, because no matter where he take you to shop, eat, flying you out, or whatever the case may be, that's not what builds love. A ring doesn't signify that. You know what I'm saying? Marriage doesn't signify being in love, man. And a ring isn't a symbol of love. That's not even anywhere close. It's fellas that waste time on rings all the time, and it doesn't build any more love. All that is just you putting a piece of hardware, a piece of jewelry that she can wear on her finger, and if she's respectful enough, she'll keep it on when she's around her girlfriends. If not, you're gonna find out sooner or later that, hey, she don't wear her ring around certain people in certain environments or whatever. But on the positive aspect of it, right? Everybody can learn how to get to know if y'all compatible. You can learn how to get to know somebody. It's gonna take time. Like I always say, you got to be willing to deal with the sacrifices on both sides. You have to be willing to deal with the sacrifices. And I'm saying to the men out there, don't never be pressured into a marriage. A marriage is very, very complex. That piece of paper is long standing. And whatever you do within that marriage, whatever you done built, most of the time, when the guillotine comes down, it's all head that's rolling off the block. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, bro. Like, it's best for you to have a woman that has a pretty good employment. If you want a woman to be a housewife, well, if the marriage don't work, remember when you go in front of the courts and she was at home taking care of the kids or whatever, and she wasn't allowed to build up her career, yeah, you coming out the pocket. And you're gonna come out of the pocket at a time where you want to be saving up, enjoying your savings and going on a trip. No, that's not the way it's gonna be. I'm really telling you the game now. If you choose to get involved with somebody and you say, I'm just gonna get comfortable, baby, you don't have to work on making enough money. If and when that marriage severs and y'all go your separate ways, believe me, if you had her in the house being a housewife, all them years you was working, and you say, I'm being the man of the house, I'm the breadwinner and all that, the court system is going to treat you like you was the breadwinner, and they're going to take that half of that loaf of bread and they're going to give it to her, and then they're going to give her another loaf of bread, that bread called alimony, and then another loaf of bread, that loaf of bread called child support. So she's going to be eating very well for a little bit. I'm just telling you how it is. These reality shows like this are set up to get attention, to basically get these females to emote on demand and say some stuff and act like they really involved. Most of them females that was on that panel, they wasn't looking for no marriage. Maybe the one on the far end was, the one that was closer to us. Maybe she was looking for marriage. She seemed like she was coming from a genuine space. But the rest of them, no. They don't want no marriage. They want to continue to deal with temporary fixes, going out to eat, shopping, failed relationship, cry to their girlfriend. Oh, it's over. F him, he won't nothing. Meet somebody else, go to it, same thing, boom, boom, boom. It ends. Next, same thing. Until, they have about 2 or 3 kids from different baby fathers, or they may have no kids. But most of the women that I totally understand, that let's just say they in their late 30s, early 40s, if they don't have any kids, most of the time, majority of the time, they're not gonna have no kids, and that's either good or the bad for the guy. Most of these women not gonna get locked in with no baby at that age, because they put 20 years on that. So you trying to tell me I'm gonna be 60 when my baby turns 20 years old? Let's just say if she got pregnant at 40, you add 20 years on that. You mean I'm gonna be 60 when my kid is 20? How am I gonna? I was really looking forward to travel right now. I was really looking forward to go places. Damn, I'm gonna be taking care of kid all the way up. I mean, you got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? There's things that people don't want to talk about. I'm not dissuading anyone to get in a relationship. All I'm saying is just be patient with it. I'm telling you from my own experience, just be patient with it. It's quite difficult to get married in the military. With the military comes a lot of divorces, man, because in the Marine Corps they tell you the mission before anything. I was in the combat zone, and my and one of my sons was only 2.5 months, and they didn't care how old he was. He breathing, he good, he with his mom. Okay, cool. They didn't care about anything else. We expect to see you over here at this date right here. They did not care, and yes, that pissed me off. But they told me when I came in the Corps, if we wanted you to have a family, we would have ordered you one. It never was intended to be a rose garden. They do not care about that. I don't care how many commercials they put out there, and the USO commercial and all this stuff. It's tough, even in the military. It's tough in the civilian pop. It's tough in the military life. But this damn time when it comes to marriages, y'all, you need to be patient because there's a lot to lose getting married. It's a lot of us in the military that are getting married because of a situation. All right. You're talking about male and females at every duty station, majority of the time you go. There's going to be some relationships and then you end up getting pregnant. I'm talking about the women, right? You end up getting pregnant. And a lot of service members, not just Marine Corps, but service members, they feel like they somehow can grow closer because you're serving and you're in the military and you're both making money and you're doing what you're supposed to do. Well, it don't always work like that, because time that one person goes on deployment, sometimes these women, they get lonely and they say, I can't do this by myself. I wasn't expecting to have a baby this early. It's just too much. And then in the civilian pop, it's quite different because you don't have a chain of command. For real, you don't have a chain of command to basically let somebody know you having marriage problems. You just have friends that you hope that's in your best interest to guide you along the way through these rough waters. That's all. It gets tough. You out here struggling with a baby, like the 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 economy out here is so freaking rough. I mean, we're talking about white cap waves right now. Inflation is unbelievable. You have to do a lot of talking this day and time. And I feel for the youngins. I feel for y'all. The reason why I feel for y'all young is because of social media. Like, if you have a problem in your relationship, depending on the maturity level coming from both sides, the male or the female, they might try to put your stuff out on social media for everyone that doesn't have familiarity with your situation. They do now because it's been placed out here on social media. And that's out there forever. You get some people who has to post stuff on social media. You have relationships that are broken up from individuals jumping in the DMs. That's male and female. You know what I'm saying? When you go in someone's DMs, all they got to do is screenshot it. That's evidence. That's evidence for whenever that person that you in the DMs want to break up your situation. All they gotta do is send a DM. Hey, so and so been sliding my DMs. Hey, here you go right here. Do what you may with it. If they start to feel some type of way about you fellas, and you know you in a serious relationship, especially if your female living with you, you have to be extremely organized if you're gonna play out there like that. And I'm not here to promote that. I'm just telling you the shit happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens on both sides. On both sides. If you are residing, and I'm only speaking from the fellas, fellas, don't ever move in with a female and your name ain't on the lease. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, bro. Be smarter than that. Find a way. If you move in a freaking dwelling with a female and her name is the only one on the lease, that means at any given time she can crack that door open and tell you, "Hey, get out." If you don't want to get out and you say, "No, I don't been paying the rent. I've been doing this." Hey, the next is gonna be 911, and they're gonna say whose name on the lease. Depending on what state you in, it's gonna be pretty simple. Hey, you need to get up out of here. You need to go. Period. You need to get up out of here. Her name is on the lease. She wants you out. But it's different when a man has his name on the list and a lease and a female move in. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's extremely different, man. Because as men, we would go through the extreme before we kick a female totally out the house or the apartment or whatever we at, and she don't have nowhere to go. We would think about that shit. We was like, oh man, she don't have nowhere to go, man. We ain't getting along. Damn, I'm tired of arguing every day. I want to kick her out, but she don't have nowhere to go. Hey, we gotta do some troubleshooting. We gotta find a way to make it happen. But for a female kicking a dude out, they always figure that a man will somehow troubleshoot the situation and figure it out. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. That's what they put on us, fellas. They that's the tag that we got. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. They may not want to hear it, but a lot of times that's how it happens. It's very technical. I'm not like I said, I'm not out here to influence anyone to go any type of way in their relationships. I'm talking about those individuals out here that's maybe meeting someone from the first time, trying to establish relationship. I'm not out here trying to talk about, individuals that's always already in a relationship. No, I'm not doing that. Everybody's relationship is different. All I'm saying from where I'm at and what I've experienced in life, I'm just giving my opinion. That means you have options to either listen or don't. It's very tough for anyone to date, especially you youngins, with social media out here and how some of these females are influenced just to be on social media. I go out here and I see these couples, right? And I see a baddie with a dude, right? But she's walking behind him on her phone and he's walking in front of her. Like, there's no intimacy with that. You're not being affectionate that way. Her phone is getting all the love. And then your dumb ass is up there walking 4, 6 feet in front of her. And I mean, why did you even pick her up? I mean, why is she even dressed like that? You know what I'm saying? Why did y'all get together to go out? If when you get out, when you leave your vehicle to walk together, there's no more holding hands. Like, damn, isn't that affection? Isn't it still something that's active? You don't want to hold hands. There's no hugging no more. It's all about the phone. A bacteria infested phone. You know what I'm saying? What could be on social media like that? Like, that's why I feel for it, man. This time of day, man, it's just crazy. The influence that these youngins get, they sponging all this shit up, bro. They sponging it up. But y'all need to stay tuned for my next rag wipe. Please continue to be very cautious. You know what I'm saying? The rag wipe is something of importance. I've seen several people use the rag wipe that's not even on the boxing community. So obviously, it's reaching more people than I thought about this rag wipe because they themselves see that it makes all the sense in the world. All the makeup, all the hair, you know what I'm saying, all this stuff, but they want to talk about the fellas wearing contacts. You know what I'm saying? See, it's not going to be a lot of things that's fake about us except our personality, or we might be lying about our income, you know what I'm saying, or the clothes that we have on. But as far as body parts, components, there's not much you can do. We don't go around here trying to say, okay, well, you know what I'm saying, I need to look this way, look that way. Every girl is gonna have, every woman's gonna have her type, and every dude is gonna have his type. But ultimately, how y'all bring those types together in this era, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be extremely tough because it seems like most of the people just want to stay vested in their phone. They want to put all their information out there in subliminal tweets and information. Whenever their relationship is going bad, they want to put it out here on social media, and they think just because they leave the name out of the person they talking about, that helps the situation. No, it's not gonna help the situation, y'all. The man and the woman nowadays, everything is private, not the man and the woman nowadays, everything is private, not public. What you mean about that, Christopher? Shout out to Christopher White in the building. What you mean by that? Um, did you mean everything is public, not private? Because it seems like a lot of things is public, not private. It was a point in time where your relationship and the female you was talking to was private, right? But it seems to have just went away. It seems like it doesn't have any place today with social media just taking over. Like there's people that's addicted to social media. How are you gonna build the bond and create that love interest when if you all hanging out or y'all living together and both of y'all are on your phones? And then I remember it was this chick, right? That I was in a kind of like a long distance relationship with, but she did come down. She has been down a couple of times, but um, I would leave my phone in the open. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that she had a conversation with me previously about checking a man's phone. So I will leave my phone, whatever. I mean, like we ain't in a relationship that deep. So if you pick up my item and try to search for something, that means you're looking for a reason for us not to be close. So that means I need to create distance, just like boxing, right? I need to create distance with you. I need to tell you to get your ass on. I mean, because you're looking for things not to bring us closer. You're looking for something to tear us apart, to separate, to divide. So therefore, I'm like, okay, I put my phone out there. Came in there one time, and I can tell that she had taken my phone because some people, they believe they know you so well that they can figure out the passcode you got, or they'll find some way to whatever they do. They'll look up all these ways on how to break into somebody's phone to see something or whatever. So I found out she had looked at my phone and tried to find some way to get in there. So when I picked it up, it said you have this many failed attempts. So me, I'm looking at it like, nah, this is not gonna be anything special. This is not it. You know what I'm saying? I said, why did you have to mess up something good? I had to let her know why you had to mess. What you mean? I said, it says you have this many failed attempts. I mean, what was the point? Like, let's just say you know. So I open my phone up, right? I open my phone up. I say, here, look what you want to look for. She said, no, that's okay. I said, no. I guess the thrill of the hunt is you want to do it when somebody's not looking. So when they come back in, you can act a certain way. And now we on some whole different type of time. Like, I don't know what you mad at. You done went through the phone and you found something you didn't like. So now you want it to be an all evening affair on me trying to figure out what you mad at. So I said, here, look through it. Look through the phone. Because my mentality was I'm motherfucking grown. We ain't married. And whatever you find in there that you don't like, what's next with it? Seriously, what's next? Are you looking for something that we can grow on? Or are you looking for something to burn it down? So she actually starts to look for through the phone. So I didn't feel no type of way because I told her to go ahead and look through it. So she asked me, say, who is this right here? I say, that's somebody I knew a while ago. Do you still contact her? I say, yeah. I mean, I never told you I dated. We dated. And you know, she didn't even really have enough time to even figure it out. She said, see, I knew you had bitches in your phone. I said, no, that's what you wanted to happen. You know what I'm saying? You just see a number in there with a female name and you asked me who it was. I told you who it was. But at the end of the day, you're not trying to hear no logic. You acting like we've been in a committed relationship or something. So me, I'm playing it cool. I said, I just want to make sure you found everything you want. You finished? Oh, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? All y'all niggas, y'all got bitches in your phone. I said, you done? Oh, kill. So we have one more day left, one more night left. What you want to do? I'll figure it out. So I already knew right away. I said, okay. Because I don't like staying mad about a lot of shit, especially with a female. I like to get past it. If it's my fault, I will apologize. I have no problem with that. And fellas need to understand what that key is like. That key right there, that apology, if you're wrong, admitting that you're wrong, I mean, to a mature individual, that should be a key, you know, to turn things so you can start up the vehicle to go forward and move away from that situation. Get away from that motherfucker. Don't sit there when you dead ass wrong and try to fight and lie through something because it's not gonna get anywhere. And it's only so many times you can have makeup sex, man. If you can have makeup sex and be absolutely 100% wrong and guarantee you she's gonna bring it up days later. That's after y'all figure and thought you had made up. I mean, the maturity is different this day and time. But anyway, I spent my last evening. I was cool about it and everything. And then I sent her about her way, and I ain't speak to her since. I don't have time for that bullshit right there because none of what I had on my phone had nothing to do with her. But when you get a female that wants to be a part of your phone, don't ever let her in your life. Because whenever she wants to start some shit, she gonna go through the phone. Now, the ladies that's listening to this, they probably saying like, well, what about the dudes that want to go in there? It is some men out there that want to go in their female phone. Absolutely. And I would tell them the same thing. If you choose not to be in that situation, I mean, because that's not even the man's mentality. See, us, I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not gonna ask you to go in, you know, can I go in your phone? Because I'm not gonna let you in my phone. I don't find it relevant. But I'm not saying it's not some dudes out there that want to see their girl's phone. Absolutely they do. But it ain't shit you gonna get from it. Yeah, holding hands, kissing, man, and all that, being affectionate. Isn't that what's supposed to fucking happen? Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said with the rag wipe, right? If I can't lean over and kiss a girl just because she's like, my makeup, oh my, you know, women they'll turn their face for you to kiss them on the cheek because they got lipstick on. I'm like, I'd rather you just put lip gloss on because you know I can still kiss you in the mouth with a little lip gloss on. Lipstick, I'm worried about that shit getting all over me and I gotta wipe it off and all that. Now I can understand if it's a different event, if it's a formal event. Okay, cool. But like Christopher said, yeah, smack the butt with hugs, all that shit. I don't have nothing to hide. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? You want to invest in the phone. See, Christopher, what I'm saying is not going to be a routine. I'm not going to enable them to believe that this is a routine that I'm um permitting them to be a part of all the time. It's not gonna happen, bro. And whenever you get bored and you want to say, "Okay, let me see your phone." Well, you got all these pictures up here. You got all these freaking male boxers and female boxers. You had relationships with these female boxers, huh? Huh? You had a relationship with them? You up here? You been in a relationship with all these females? I say, it's called media distribution. They call screenshots. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's at. I don't believe that. Call her up. Call her up. I don't have her number. Like I said, it's just screenshots. I'm not going to enable that. So I just read something that Floyd Mayweather, and I told you all yesterday about this when they did not introduce Leonard Ellaby as a CEO of Mayweather Promotions, right? So now, from what I'm reading, is that Leonard has stepped down from the CEO position, and Mayweather is moving forward with Richard Schaefer. That is where this is at right now. Not to venture off into something else, but definitely I have to post that up. I just wanted to let y'all know. But I'm not gonna take too much long. That's like going on an hour and a half to talk on this. But I appreciate those of you that interacted. Christopher White in the building. Appreciate your interaction. And females, understand if you listen to a topic like this, don't take that shit personal, man. Look, I'm listening. That's why we can't have a conversation. Like, don't ever believe we can have a conversation. But if your presence, if the link is dropped in your presence, you just choose to stay away from it. I know it can be many of things, but sometimes females want to come over here and argue. I'm not here to argue with you because there's nothing for us to argue about. Now I'm willing, I'm receptive to listen to what you have to say about the topic. I believe we all, in a sense, is mature in that nature, but not wanting to talk about relationships because I'm not telling you what you want to hear, or I'm saying something you might disagree with. Well, speak on it then. Speak on it. It can't be all about drama all the time now. If you feel I'm saying something about women that doesn't make sense, I'm a man speaking from my point of view. I can't speak from a woman's point of view. Only, from a relationship standpoint. I don't know what a woman's thinking. Women and men think different. That's all I'm saying. We two different thinkers. But y'all hold it down, man. Continue to support the channel. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. I'm out. Peace.